Hey guys, Blueview back with another video. So today, as you saw in the title guys, we'll be reviewing my second most anticipated movie of the year, Avengers Endgame. One of the biggest cinematic events of the decade. It's just been, the hype around this movie is crazy. And today we're going to be giving you a non-spoiler review. So if you haven't watched the movie, watch this review. I'm going to spoil nothing about the movie. Which leads me on to my rant, which is people who spoil movies and people in the cinema. Point one. I was walking the corridor to my English lesson on Friday. I think Avengers Endgame in the UK came out on Thursday. Some guy shouted out the major thing that happens in Endgame. I'm not going to say what it is. Obviously, it's a spoiler-free talk on Endgame. But I mean, I was so angry. I literally couldn't comprehend my anger. I watched every single MCU movie bar Ant-Man and the Wasp. I need to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp. But anyway, that's off the point. Just shouted it out because he watched it, I think, probably on the midnight, or he just read a spoiler online. And he just shouted it out, and I didn't understand. I just don't understand why people spoil movies. Same as on the internet, in the comments of the Infinity War trailer, you've got people just spoiling the movie. And on the Endgame trailer as well, and on basically every video there is at the moment. People are just spoiling the Endgame. And I just can't comprehend how angry it makes me when people spoil movies, because you're just like, you've done nothing to them, you've done nothing to piss them off, so why do they think it's okay to just spoil the movie for you? But yeah, that's what happened to me. So I was really angry. I still love the movie. I'll get into that later. And the second thing is people in the cinema. I don't know if your cinema's like this. I think it depends on the area your cinema is in. My cinema is in Southeast London, but I think most people, like, no matter like who you are hyped for Endgame. And the amount of people on their phones and their phones ringing during the cinema, it does my head in. I'm pretty sure there was a phone ringing and it rang about 20 times. Different people's phones. I'd say I heard about 20 ringtones during the movie. Just there's literally a reminder before the movie to turn your phone off. Like, does that not go into your mind to say, oh, I should turn at least my ringtone off, let alone turn my phone off? Because whenever I go into a movie, my phone's turned off as soon as the adverts come on. And it's just so annoying. And the second thing is people on their phones. Why are you at the cinema if you're just going to go on your phone? There was literally a guy next to me, and for about half of the movie, he was just staring at his phone. Why are you in the fucking cinema if you're just going to be on your phone for the whole thing? I don't understand it. And it's so distracting because you're like, when you're looking at the big screen, that little screen in my left eye was just, like, really distracting. So I kept on looking over to it, and in the end, I had to just tell him, yeah, please, can you get it off it because it's really distracting. And he said, yeah, begrudgingly. Then apparently he lost it and couldn't find it. And during the movie, he asked me to call his phone on my phone. I said no because I would have done it after the movie. I'm not going to get my phone out during the movie and just distract everyone else just because you've lost your phone, even though it was literally under his seat and he found it, which was good. I didn't want him to lose his phone. But it's just the amount of distractions in the cinema. People can't sit down for a few hours without talking, without going on their phone. Just give your phone a rest. You don't have to be on your phone 24/7. Like, I'm addicted to my phone. I mean, when I'm revising, I can't stay off it. But when I'm at a movie, I'm not on my phone. It's so annoying. And I don't want to rant about it for too long because I know I really want to get into the review. But yeah, that's my rant. Basically, if you guys agree with me, if you just go on your phone during the movies, if you go on your phone during the movie, it's one of the most infuriating things. It just really is disrespectful, and I really find it very annoying. Okay, so guys, let's get into the review of Avengers Endgame, one of the biggest movie events in movie history. This movie is basically just saying every single Marvel movie was coming down to this movie, and they could have either done it really well or really badly. If this movie went badly, that could have been the end of Marvel, and that would have been a catastrophe. If this was a scale on how well they did this movie, this was good, this was bad, it's literally right here. This movie is perfection. This movie is insane. And if you've not watched it, and if you don't like the Avengers, if you don't like Marvel, I pretty much say 99% you're going to like it. They got every single thing in the movie right. The little things, the big things. I'm going to go over why I love this movie so much. Right, it's going to be in my top 20 movies of all time. But before I get into that, I just want to say I went to see it in Odeon. And despite all the people who pissed me off in the cinema, I got this really cool poster, which I can put next to my Infinity War posters, which is really cool. So, what did they do well about this movie? Everything. Everything was done well. The character development in this movie was the best Marvel character development I've ever seen. At the start of the movie, you see some character development, which I've never really seen in a Marvel movie before, and I just found that amazing. The character development wasn't like in Man of Steel, let's say, I'll put that as an example, when it was actually the first half of the movie where you're seeing how Clark Kent was growing up. This movie was basically just one-liners for some of the characters, just summing up why they were there. And I thought that was an amazing thing of Marvel to do. I've never really seen that in a movie before. Because I found in Age of Ultron, some characters you didn't really get to them at all. For example, Quicksilver. I really love the Quicksilver character in Age of Ultron, but I really didn't get to know his background, you know, who is he? But in this movie, I thought that was done well in the context of the movie. Now, the next thing I thought was done really well was the overall look of the movie. Now, obviously, last year, again, a DC example in Justice League, we got that horrible orange tone that just looked fucking terrible. And obviously, everything about the movie was crap as well. But this movie, the colouring of the movie looked so good. The huge battle sequences, the colour of the ships, the colour of the sky was appropriate for the scene. And I just found that amazing. This movie, the visuals in this movie, I don't know if they could win Oscars, and I think they maybe will. But obviously the Academy is fucked up, so we don't want to say that. You know, we don't want to say that because they probably won't. And another thing I loved about this movie was the ending. I'm not going to say what the ending is. The ending for me is just wow. Like, they could not have done it any better. It just put a smile on my face. Not with many Marvel movies do this. I think not one movie, maybe apart from Spider-Man 2, at the end of the movie, I was just smiling. I was just like, that was amazing. That was 10 out of 10. This movie just got every single thing right, and there's only one thing I can fault about the movie, which was the length. 3 hours and 1 minute. It's very long. For me, I mean, I kept my concentration for the whole thing. But 3 hours is, for me, too long. I find that 2 hours and 45 minutes is probably the length of, probably the maximum length of the movie. 3 hours is just very long. I mean, as good as the movie was, the length, I thought maybe a few scenes could have been cut, but really there wasn't a scene that I could pinpoint that should be cut. Every scene in this movie was put there for a reason and was put there and was just done to perfection. So guys, that's my overall thoughts on Endgame. This is one of my favourite comic book movies of all time. It hasn't beaten The Dark Knight for me, but still, it's the best Marvel movie of all time by far for me. Wow, I'll probably do a spoiler review where I'll go more in depth. I'm kind of bad at this sort of thing, giving no spoilers, because I feel like I'm going to accidentally spit something out. But yeah, guys, if you've not seen Endgame, the humour balance in this movie was amazing. Everything is amazing. This is a hard movie review to do, because usually with movies, everything's I can pinpoint that were bad, but with Endgame, I can't. There's nothing I can say. That was bad. That was bad. There's nothing. I just can't. My mind's still baffled at how good the movie was. It could have been so bad, but wow. Just wow. I'm probably going to do a spoiler review later on in the week where I'll talk about more in-depth things, and yeah, that will probably be a better review. But this review is basically saying, go and watch Endgame. If you haven't watched Infinity War, then probably don't, because you won't have a clue what's going on. Oh my god. That was so good. Go and watch Endgame, guys. It's one of the best movies, one of the best comic book movies ever made. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so guys, so that's my Endgame review. I'm very bad at doing reviews. I don't really do movie reviews enough. But wow. That's all I can say, just wow. One of the best movies I've ever seen. Leave a like on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Hope you all have an amazing week. If you've not watched Endgame, enjoy it. If you have, leave your comments down below what you thought of it. And please, no spoilers in the comments. I don't want to spoil the movie for anyone. And if you do spoil the movie, I'll ban you from the channel. Guys, enjoy the video, guys. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, guys. And I'll see you in the next video.